Hey everyone, Faded Angelos here, coming at you with another update for Minions build. So I have found a way to boost the DPS even higher. So you saw we were almost at 20 million damage. Well, I have found a way to go up to 32 million. It requires two different legendary items. I also tried another way of boosting damage, and that was short of this one, which is really weird because you'd think it'd scale better if it was ignoring armor, but and erosion resistance, but it didn't scale as well. So I'm going to actually demonstrate both of these, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison on the damage and why it's happening. So the second iteration of what I'm about to show you, it has a lot more flat damage added to the minions, so that's why it scales harder, and we go actually above 30 million damage with this build. So really quick, we're going to go ahead and start with the first one, which is using an Abyss Watcher. So using the Abyss Watcher, and we also switched one of our traits up, so let me go over that really quick. So we switched it over to, instead of the +3 minion skill levels, we switched it to main hand weapon is applied to minions. So what that will do is we're trying to manipulate the system a little bit here, and we're going to use an Abyss Watcher, and it gives a bunch of gear physical damage, gear critical attack rating, but this is the part that we want to pay attention to. It adds 1% of physical damage as erosion damage on a critical strike, up to 50 stacks, and lasts for 10 seconds. And then critical strikes ignore armor and erosion resistance. That sounds amazing, right? And it's kind of overkill with my rings because I'm already converting my damage, 50% of my damage to it, and I need both of these synthetic rings because they're the maximum synthetic troop quantity, because if I take even one of these off, I can't use my minions with their empowered support, because it halves it, and that would only put me at 5, so it drops me down to 2. It doesn't give me 3. So we'll go ahead and test the DPS with this one. Okay, we're going to wait for overload to come up. And then we're going to level 85. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and curse it just for any of the hits that are not critting. Okay, so wow, that actually went higher than I thought. It didn't go up to 31,000 before, or 31 million. Okay, it spiked again. Okay. So it looks like it caps at 35 million with the Abyss Watcher. You see, consistently we're doing about 20 million damage when the curse is off. Average DPS while this is going on, because we can actually just keep this up. So it's consistently at 35 million. Okay. So that might actually outclass it. I may have to take back what I said. We're going to go ahead and equip this. Of course, it's going to unsock its skills, though, so I got to go in my skill and re-enable. Well, oh, no. It actually kept them awake. All right. So we're going to resummon so they don't time out. So now this one, this setup, what we're doing is we're using a dangerous stream. And what it does is they get 9 to 15 physical attack damage per 800 life recently lost. And I have regen right now. We take a look at my skill, because it doesn't seem to be, look at how slow their regen's going up. it doesn't seem to be regenning them that fast, so they've got a ton of life. And as long as you spec correctly, they should have a ton of life. So this is 113 life per second, and it's moving that slow. So they've got... I wish there was a way to tell, but it doesn't tell me how much max HP they have. Yeah. So they have a ton of HP, though. So we're going to go ahead and summon everybody out, wait for overload. And we're going to go ahead and attack that. Not all of them are over here for some weird reason. And we're going to curse it too, make sure it's consistent. Okay, there we go. See, this one's going up to 37 million. I just have to make sure I keep my overload up at all times and the curse on. Okay, so we're gonna let them regen. See how they're gaining 500, but their HP is still going down. So, I guess they are neck and neck. The only thing is, with this build, with this version of the build, you do get a little more sustain and survivability because you do have a shield. You're still able to use Leap Slam on both, so you still have your transit option there. Yep, see, you can actually spike this up to 38 million. And I don't have a 6 link for my other set of spiders yet, so you could get this up even higher if you wanted to. And that's not counting, I'm still working on pieces of my gear that don't have minion damage, so yeah, like this barrage interval, that's not going to do any good. I just have it for the defenses. I did finally fix my defenses. I need to work on erosion resistance, but other than that, that's my update for this. It's actually pretty good. It looks like the Dangerous Dream with the Steel Consecration, which gives you a bunch of minion life. It also gives 5% life regain. And then you get physical or attacks deal 1 to 2 additional physical damage for every 100 max life of minion. So I don't know if this will affect your weapon damage and make that project onto the minions, but this alone right here, because you are already cutting their HP by 50%, you already give them a ton of flat physical attack damage, which gets converted into erosion damage right off the bat. So, and remember also, you get physical damage, 14% of the physical damage added as erosion damage for minions. So right there, not only does you get the conversion, but you get the bonus right here as well. So it's really good. That was just an interaction I saw. I wanted to try out and report to you guys. And as you can see, the damage is there. It's a boost. I went from 20 million to, with 2 interlocking souls, to 30 million with the Abyss Watcher, which if you want to use that, that seems to also work pretty well too. Um, I feel like the Dangerous Dream Steel Consecration is stronger personally, but it for this you can drop one of the rings if you somehow can get quantity of minions up some other way, and you can run the Abyss Watcher and you'll get the 50% conversion then because of how the Abyss Watcher works. You'll get a full 100% conversion, sorry, for erosion. So you'll be able to go ahead and use the curse and boost up your damage too. So you can actually free up the slot to use something else, like somebody in my comment section pointed out too. Uh, but yeah, I did some testing. I've been grinding all day trying to get this currency to actually get this to work. And so this looks like this is how my character is going to be with Dangerous Dream and Steel Consecration. And as you saw, it consistently will stay up above 30 million damage that way. Anyway, just wanted to share my update. I hope that was helpful for anybody. If you found it helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.